Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Good morning. Sunrise in Rockport, Texas. Haven't had one of those in a while. We've had cloud cover just about every morning. And I was asleep in the truck, hoping we wouldn't get a sunrise this morning because it's pretty cold and windy and I wouldn't mind a few extra hours sleep. But I'm glad I got up. It's always worth it. We're going to grab some coffee and make our way over to Port Aransas, Texas. Good morning, bird. It is a choppy day crossing the channel. It's a short distance between Mustang Island and the mainland. If you don't like ferry boats, you could drive down through Corpus and drive right on to Padre Island and take that up north and cross on over to Mustang Island. And then Port Aransas is at the northernmost tip of Mustang Island. We're front row on the right. Always seems like we get this gentleman. It's nice to see the same people. It is super windy. I didn't spot any dolphins today yet. Maybe you guys can see some, but saw some ships going by earlier and there were no dolphins jumping. Is it time for a dad joke already? What is a tree's favorite drink? What is a tree's favorite drink? That's an easy one. Root beer. Root beer. Come on. That's not too bad. Hey, someone had asked me about my friend Edie. I showed in a previous video. Edie gave me that dangly oyster shell with the scene painted in it, and they asked how they could get one. A couple people have asked actually, and how much were they? During Oyster Fest, which is March 6th through the 9th this year, Edie will have a table at Jim Bob's Barbecue, and we know from previous videos that Edie's son is James, who is Jim Bob of Jim Bob's Barbecue. That'll be set up at the corner in Fulton, right across the street from Benchwarmers, right next to the public parking lot. It's a good spot. And right there on Fulton Beach Road. So if you want good barbecue and to take a look at Edie's craft table, please do that and let them both know that you saw it on Boondocking with Dennis. You have to say it like that too, or else no one will know what you're talking about. But when I talked to Edie just yesterday, she wasn't sure how much she was selling things for. She's one of those artists that doesn't understand the time and effort and the beauty in her art, so she's going to set some prices by the time Oyster Fest comes up. But that's the best way to get a hold of Edie, and if I hear she's setting up a table before that, I will let you guys know. Her shell is in the video that says Boondocking Tailgate Cuisine, and the thumbnail is a picture of a chicken dinner I made. We're going to head down to the beach. I'm kind of curious. I apologize for the glare. We're driving directly into the sun, and that seems to show every flaw and reflection that you possibly can. But we're going to head down to the South Jetty. I don't expect it to be real crowded down here. I really expect the wind to be blowing and the sand to be blowing, but the South Jetty is a good spot to get out of the wind-blown sand, because when you're right at the jetty and the wind's coming out of the north, there's no sand to hit you. All the sand will be behind you. don't know how many people are going to be out walking for pleasure today, but we'll see. I would swear we just cleaned the windshield yesterday, and I know we did. But it's just so difficult to keep clean when the wind's blowing and you roll your window down or open your door and everything is just covered. You get the right weather, and the beach is a beautiful place to spend a few days. You can, for your $12 beach parking permit a year, you can stay 3 nights every 3 weeks. And I've seen people here for weeks and weeks and months at a time. And I don't know if it's the official rule, but the general guideline is if they're not acting like a fool, just leave them alone. If they're, not drunk and bothering everybody and leaving trash around, just do your own thing. It's Texas, And again, I apologize about the glare. We'll be out of the sun in a minute. I do love driving through the dunes back here. We get all kinds of wildlife. And I really hope they lay the law down to protect these dunes even more. It seems like there's a lot of development right now, and that land they need is always part of the dunes. I think we have enough walkways and roads going to the dunes, and people can go a little bit out of their way to get to the beach. There's a pretty good drop off here today. Yeah, the sand is blowing. I just checked Vessel Finder, and there is a ship outward bound coming. So we're going to set up and wait for that. Oh, I see that person is here. I think it's a guy, but I don't know if it's a guy or a woman or a couple. That little kind of homemade trailer. They got, I see some legs. I see a human. Maybe we can stop and talk to them and see if they're doing okay. Matter of fact, someone blessed me just this morning with a gift. And I also got a gift. Let me also thank Sebastian. Sebastian sent me a nice gift through one of my, I honestly don't recall if it was PayPal, Cash App, or whatever the other one is. Drawing a blank. Venmo. But Sebastian was nice enough to send me a very generous gift. So thank you, Sebastian. And then at the beach this morning, someone gave me a card with some cash in it, and they don't want to be mentioned. But let's stop and just say hi to this guy and see if we can pass the blessing on to him. Hey, bud. Good morning. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Can I give this to you?
Sure.
You got the best view. You got the best backyard.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah. What's your name?
Bubba.
Bubba, I'm Dennis.
Nice to meet you.
I've seen you here quite a few times, and when I saw you were out, I just wanted to stop and say hi.
Thank you.
I wish it would make up its mind. I live full time in my truck,
Yeah.
but I think you have a better setup.
I built it out of a trampoline and a jet ski trailer and 2.5-inch foam board insulation I got off a job site.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. I just wanted to stop and say hi, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yep. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Head above water.
Yeah. You never know right here, right?
Yeah, you get close.
Do you ever fish?
I don't. I'm allergic to fish.
Oh. Allergic to all seafood or just the fish?
I can't touch it. It's a skin thing.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
There's a grocery store right there.
I know.
All right. Nice to meet you, Bubba.
You too.
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So that was Bubba. Now we know him. Maybe we can officially talk to him someday. I gave him some gas money because earlier today someone gave me some gas money, and I like to pay it a little bit forward. Not that I don't appreciate when people give me gas money. Who wouldn't want gas money? But Bubba looks good. Younger guy. Yeah, we'll have to talk to Bubba from time to time when we see him. Now we know. Bubba. So the ship's going to come right through there, guys. So we're just waiting on the ship. Wind is blowing pretty good. That pier is right where the pilot boats come out. There's our ship. Outward bound. Our ship has come in, guys. Nope, it's going out. There's a pilot boat right there. That's also right where the, not far from Station Street, where the Coast Guard is. But here comes an oil tanker. And the pilot is right there. The pilot boards the ship when it enters the channel, takes it all the way to its destination, and reverse that for an outward bound like this. So that pilot boat is probably going to follow that ship out and then pick up the pilot and bring him back in or bring him to the next ship. There's nothing else moving from here all the way back to Corpus Christi Harbor, port. And this is the Corpus Christi ship channel that leads out into the now Gulf of America. This ship is the Eagle Klang, K-L-A-N-G. There's a pilot ship, crude oil tanker. 244 meters by 42 meters. Good sized vessel. That was built in 2010 and is flying the flag of Singapore. I didn't spot any dolphins doing the dolphin dance. Don't know why. Some days they're very active and maybe they don't like being up in the air when it's this cold. I don't know. We get mostly crude oil tankers coming through here, some LNG tankers. Last week when we were here, we spotted a vehicle carrier. Those are pretty rare. We don't get a whole lot of straight out cargo ships. Most of those go to Galveston. Not that we don't get some occasionally, but there's a good shot of Bubba's setup. So what did he say? A jet ski trailer and a trampoline. Huh. That's a setup. Hey, room to lay down. Wonder if he's able to move it with that three-wheeler, which looks like a lot of fun. Or if he has to rely on someone with a pickup to kind of give him a haul. I'm not sure of the weight on that trailer, but I don't know, that might be enough to pull it a short distance. I don't know. Something to ask Bubba about in the future. Maybe we'll catch him again. I've seen him around, I want to say, for at least 2 months now, maybe longer. And he wasn't at that spot last week, but that doesn't mean he moves it or, didn't move it around. Look at that sand blowing, guys. Now you know why Bubba's parked where he's parked. Just to stay out of the sand blast. These guys are making most of a windy day. Wonder if Bubba was sleeping when we were here last week when those foghorns were going off on the big ships. That's a big alarm clock. Good morning, sir. Get out of my shot. Look at the wind blowing the sand and the waves are coming in. Wow. Hey guys, I hope you're good. You're wrecking my shot. You're wrecking my shot. How dare you? How am I supposed to get an Emmy with all this stuff happening? I'm quitting. I'm going back to working at a desk with no windows. No, I mean it. I'm out of here. Now screw this. I don't need this.